All right, welcome to the Eric J. the Great podcast show. We got a special guest on the show today, Shawty Lo Jr. How you doing?
No, I'm good, man. You already know, man. It's a pleasure, man. It's good to see you again. Good to talk to you again, man. Shit, it's been a minute.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So, first off, man, just tell the people how you doing and what type of space you in right now.
Right now, man, I'm doing good, feeling good, working out, taking care of myself, man, handling business. So it's like, man, everything's going good right now. So I got a lot going on.
Absolutely, man. So I know last time we talked, we was talking about I know we was talking about the Bricks record and other music that you had coming soon. So what's the status of some music? You got some music you about to drop here soon and big features, anything like that?
Yes, I actually just knocked out a feature. And the name of the song is called King's Speech. I actually just shot the video about a week or two ago. So be on the lookout for that. But I'm also about to drop an EP, and I'm gonna drop it March 22nd, and that's also when I do down for low week for my pops.
Okay. So as far as the EP, how many songs you thinking? Do you got any features on it?
Right now I'm thinking between 6 and 8. Um, and this is just for you. I ain't told nobody yet, but I'm gonna redo at least three of my pops hits. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna just do the three of mine features right now. I don't really know yet. It depends on how I'm feeling. For
Man,
real, for real.
I ain't gonna. It's just me, my opinion, but I feel like if you're gonna put three of your pops hits on there with your verses on there, I feel like if you do any features, they got to be all Atlanta people.
Exactly. It like, and just the touchback bases, and and just me paying homage. They would like to pay homage too. So here, yes, I got to do something big like that. You know what? You right. I got to do something like that. I ain't think about that.
Yeah, and there you want to know something that'd be crazy, and I think he'll be open into doing it too, because I seen he was in a good space um, when I watched the interview with him, like shortly after your dad passed away. Ti, I think
Bro,
he'll jump on it.
that'll break
I'm
the
telling you,
internet.
I think he'll do it, man.
Yeah, I actually have ran across him like twice. Man, it was all love. He paid homage to me. He showed me love. Real cool dude, man. Real solid. He ain't try to talk bad or act like it was still any type of hostility or ill feelings or nothing like that. So man, so I just respect that. Every time he see me, he show love. He actually came out to down for low week and stuff like that when I had threw a party at the bank. He came through. CeeLo Green and a lot of other people came out and stuff like that. So man, it was lit, man. So I just really should appreciate it.
Absolutely. I know. I remember watching it was some series that your dad did with this guy on YouTube. He was riding around in the car doing
The
the
Jordan Towers.
Yeah. And he was saying that that they had squashed it before they was back in a good space and they didn't stay too far from each other and things like that. So it only makes sense, when you ran across them that it was nothing but good energy and things like that.
Of course, man. And it's real. It's definitely real.
Absolutely. So you brought up something that I was gonna ask you about I want you to cause we didn't get to go into detail about it last time, but I want you to for the people that's been to Atlanta or and never been around the time for the down for low week, the whole week that you do for tribute to your dad, just kind of explain what type of experience that is for all the people that haven't experienced just type of atmosphere it is.
Hey man, it's like it's a real like it's like how to put it. It's very like it's lit. I say that. So we basically like I do things that I feel like he has done or would do. like that's giving back to the community. Like he loved to play ball and stuff, so I throw like a celebrity basketball game. He liked to go out and turn up for his birthday, so we actually hit a few clubs and stuff. And just allowing everybody to come out and just celebrate him, and we all have fun together. Just in his name. So it's like going to clubs, giving back to the community, celebrity basketball game, like probably do like a barbecue or like a block party or something like that, where everybody can come out and just we can just reminisce on his legacy and and just everything that he actually stood for and built.
Absolutely. So, kind of explain, when the first year that you started doing it versus how big it is now. Like, what was the difference?
Um, my first year doing it was actually last year, 2022. His birthday is March 22nd, so I basically do like from his birthday, like whichever day his birthday fall on, up until like the weekend, up until like that Sunday type thing. So like actually, to me, in my personal opinion, like each year bring its own experience. Like the first year to me personally was the best year. Like I feel like I had like it was very emotional, but I feel like I had the most fun and I got the most that got shit accomplished. But the second year we had bigger names attached to it, like CeeLo Green, Ti came out, ATL Top 20 came out. Like it was a lot of other people, like and some in like retired NBBA players and football players that came out and stuff like that. So it's like it's getting traction. So more people are coming out, celebrating, showing love and stuff like that. So it's like it's getting bigger. It's just like me personally, I had the most fun the first year.
Absolutely. I can see that. So, as far as the community, man, Shawty Lo, just that's legendary. So, how is the community still embracing, any type of events that's paying tribute to your dad? Like it's just it's still a lot of love out there for him.
Of course, I mean it's still a lot of love, and September 21st was when he passed, so this made 7 years. So just to still be embraced and still shown love to, or people still willing to help or do whatever just because of what he did. So like he helped and he touched and inspired a lot of people, not just with his music but with his like him just things that he would do for people. Like so it's like people are just like forever paying homage. And then his music on top of that is classic. Like they are still playing it like it just came out, you know. So it's like that's even big. So his impact is still being felt. His legacy is still being pushed, even without me doing it. The world is still doing it.
Absolutely. So I know you were saying you was getting into the movie industry last time. You say you was on a set when I interviewed you last time, and you was doing something with Boosie when Boosie was putting out his movie. So how's the acting thing going? Like how many movies you've done so far, and what you got coming up as far as getting any feature roles?
Okay, I'm actually like right now, I'm probably like in like 9 or 10 movies. Now I'm in the Mentor the Counselor, Water Boys with Boosie, The Other Woman, Postal Greed, Two Brothers, Savage Revenge, Bama Girl, uh, um, and there's some more. There's some more, but that's just the 8 that I can think of right now. I'm actually pre preparing to actually be in another movie, and this is going to be in theaters across the world and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna be like a featured like actor in that one. But like I'm gonna just have like like a snippet of just me being me. You know, the main characters are gonna come to the club, and I'm gonna be there performing and stuff like that. So it's gonna be me being me. So but that one, but with this guy that I'm working with, he's actually in Florida. So basically, like he has like a few movies already wrote and ready to go. So I'm gonna be like a main character in a lot of those movies, or like have a main role. So that's gonna be big. So like I'm being theaters around the world. So like yeah, so that's gonna be big. And even with that, I'm still working on the movie about my pop's life and the TV series about his life as well. So I'm working on that as well. So it's like it's a lot going on right now.
So as far as the documentary about your dad and the series, if you had to put a percentage on it, how far along are you on both of those projects? And have you been meeting with people that want to pick it up and put it on a platform?
I necessarily haven't met with people who want to pick it up just yet. I really want to get a lot of the work done, like with the scripts, like with like the characters and writing it and everything. So when I do pitch it to someone, I can still own a lot of the stuff because I did majority of the work already. So but I would say with how far long I am, I say around 50, 60% right now. I'm just wrapping up a few more interviews with like people like who were around when my dad was out in the streets and stuff, like who was actually there and that were like, in the mix with them. Like they was a part of that life. So just getting those stories and making it make sense and putting that timeline together and then writing out the script and get the characters and the moments and all of that. That's the part that's tedious, making it make sense, and just writing it out, and then But once we get done doing that, it's up. Then it's up.
Absolutely. So as far as time frame, do you have like an estimate? Like if you like had to put a realistic goal, like on when you think you should be ready to start shooting it versus when people will actually be able to see it next year, 2 years, anything like that.
No, I say as far as that, I probably say within like if I push the process and really try to speed through it, I probably say like in the next 8 to 12 months, like we'll be able, to be like give people like a trailer and all type of stuff. Like we like we can really give somebody like a trailer now, but like to pitch it. But this is this is gonna be the real Atlanta story. So I want to take my time because it has to be done right. Like this story has to be told right. It like is either hit or miss. I feel like our story or my dad's story can be just as big as the BMF story, you know, and that's big, so I feel like I just want to take my time and do it right. So realistically, I say within a year, so I'll say probably like around fall. What I'll say around like winter, no later than spring. So winter of next year or the spring of the following year, we should be ready to drop something, like put something out so people can actually see.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think that would be dope, man. I think of a lot of people that not necessarily passed away, but people that just up in age and they put their documentaries out and you'll see, either things that could have been better and things like that. But I feel like in anything that's in that realm, somebody gonna always say, "Oh, this could have been better," no matter how tedious or you know how much work you put into it to make it right. I just feel like in that type of situation, as long as it's authentic, that's all that matters.
It's gonna be the real story because we got a lot of the people like who was there with my dad, like when he was in the streets. Like a lot of those people are still alive now. So this is gonna be the real, authentic story. Like it's not gonna be no cap here. Like everything y'all. Well, we gonna have to clean it up. Just a little bit. We don't get nobody in trouble. But like this gonna be the real story. So and we gonna try to make it as real as raw as possible without crossing those lines. You know. So that's the main goal. Like this is the real story. Like these are the real people. This is the real story. So it ain't gonna be no cap here. So yeah, so this got to be done right.
Absolutely. So, last time we talked, you were saying you and one of your dad's last conversations that you was asking him about the book. So is that still gonna be rolling along around the same time frame as the docu series and the movie?
Say it again. Like
The book.
the book. That was when I last. It's like it's like I and I'm glad that you said something about that because I really haven't even thought about that at all. Like I really haven't thought about that. But getting these stories, I can just use these stories and these interviews that when we sit down with people, and I can write the book or I can have it wrote. So that really wouldn't be hard. So really, I would I will be knocking out two birds with one stone. But
Yeah,
so I'm glad you said something about it though, because I was not thinking about that.
yeah, absolutely. I just wrote a book for the first time this year, and it went #1 on Amazon, so I became a best-selling author. And
Well, that's dope.
yeah, thanks. And I was thinking about the whole process of writing a book, and I was like, when you was talking about the movie, well, I was like, shoot, well, when you get the script together, so you damn near could just transfer the script into book form and just get it edited and stuff like that. And you might just have to read over it a little bit and might cut a little parts out, but that's a good thing about you doing a movie. You won't have to think about it from scratch. You're already putting the story together.
Right. Exactly. So, man, what? I'm glad you said that. Like you really just put me on point. Then I really appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem, man. Plus, books is like one thing I learned about books since I'm writing books now is that you'll be surprised how many people just get on either Amazon, Kindle, iBooks, and all these different places where you can get books from, looking for new books to read. Like, I work in the jail now, and I gave a couple of the inmates my book, and then I got damn near the whole jail. Like, man, you need to bring that book back. You need to bring some more of them books, man. Like, I read it, but I want my own copy, because I wrote about an anthology. So
Mhm.
basically, I'm the only guy in the book, and there's 8 other co-authors as females, but I wrote half the book just because some people didn't know they knew how to tell it, but they didn't know how to write it per se. So I ghostwrited for a couple people, and then I just and it's all about mental health. So everybody just writing about the lowest point in their life and how they overcame it, which whether that was going to counseling or whatever method they had to do to get over that mental health obstacle. We have people like me. I was in the military for 8 years, went to Afghanistan twice. I lost my best friend in Afghanistan. He got killed right beside me. So I wrote about how I went through a deep depression and how counseling helped me get over that and how mental health translates to regular life. And got women that either wrote about getting molested when they was kids or whatever the case might be, going through a divorce or, just stuff that everybody goes through, and these are all regular people, so it just relates with a lot of people, so you'd be surprised how that book market is, man.
For real. But that's pretty much everybody because everybody has been through something or going through something, you know what I mean? And they be needing to hear how somebody done been through something similar or how they overcame it or, people be needing to hear that. So I can definitely see why that book just took off. You know what I mean? Because that's something big, and that's something global. You know, so that's definitely real.
Yes, especially with your dad's story. You know, you had everybody knows somebody that don't hustle or been in the streets before. So whenever you do drop the book, and then being able to just set up a little book tour, just set up uh um places where people can come get a signed copy or you signing the book signings and things like that. And it would just resonate with a lot of people that either still in their life or don't came out of their life and still be reminiscing on stuff they used to do when they was younger, you know.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
But yeah, as far as the music, is you gonna pick up your output on how much you're gonna drop now? Because I know, you had when you had took a little break, man.
Oh yeah, I definitely did take a break, man. It's just I was trying to. It's like I was like I got hot, and then it's like I really seen that I had to learn the business for myself. You know what I mean? Versus, all it just a lot that come with this. And people, it's like you don't really see, like you don't really run into too many people that's genuine about wanting to help. They want to help because what they can get from it as well, which ain't nothing wrong with that. But don't try to,
Play both
do
sides.
yeah, like don't try to do me no type of way because you trying to get what you want. You know what I mean? Like we can both eat and help each other and build and grow. But but what you don't know can hurt you. So it's like if you don't know something, they know it, and then they get to like they they get to run that game on you or to just get over on you, and then you don't know. You just don't know. So it's like me taking that time to really learn for myself and understand the things that I need to do or that I can do, so I can take some power out of people's hands and have it in my own and just run things myself. And then just on top of that, just getting myself, you know, back together in a healthy mind space, because like going through that, like I did go through like a depression. Like I watched my career go like this and then start going like this. You know what I mean? And then it was like that was a lot, you know. So just building myself back up mentally, emotionally, physically, getting back active and out and about, showing my face, back doing shows, back in the studio, working out, like doing all type of things that make me happy and make me feel good as well.
Yeah. Plus, I tell people all the time, man, that deal with depression like I did when I was in the military. I was like the main thing to do when you're going through something like that is I started off by doing things that I enjoy doing. Because when I was going through it, I stopped doing stuff that I enjoyed doing. I had scholarships for basketball in high school. I used to play basketball almost every day. And then I went like a year and a half without playing. And people blowing my phone up like, man, you don't even come play basketball no more. One day just got up one day and was like, I'm just gonna go shoot around for an hour. Then after I started doing that, then I started back falling in love with why I love basketball in the first place. And then started doing stuff where uh I could just they gave me a peace of mind. Like I know me personally, like I like to fish and I like just being on boats, just looking at the water where it could be people around, but it's only so many people that could be on a boat. So you can always find a space where you can isolate yourself and just be in deep thought. Just think about, your goals or what you want to accomplish and things like that. So I started doing stuff like that. And with the counseling on top of that, because I developed a relationship with this counselor and I went and talked to him every week for 3 years. That's how I put in the book. I was like, you'd be a stranger at first, but once you keep seeing this person over and over again, you start opening up and you start saying what you got in common, just like meeting a person off the street. And, even though I don't go to counseling now, but I still talk to him just because we was talking for so long, he's like family now, you know.
Hmm. And that's dope, man. Cause me personally, like going through that phase, like not necessarily taking care of my body and my health the way I want to, or need to. So gaining weight, then that making me feel even worse and stuff like that. So it's like for me, like I started back working out, going to go jog, waking up in the morning, and trying to do push-ups and abs, like just pushing myself. And once I started to see results, I started to feel better. And that was the start to me actually getting out of that and like just actually it's like because when you're in that space, you really don't see like how your actions and your behavior affect the people around you. And then it's like even with that, even me feeling like I'm not doing nothing to really harm anybody, but me not doing nothing is hurting the people around me still. Like me not taking care of myself, me not really like being the man or the father that I need to be, like that takes an effect on everybody, around me. So just me coming back and just like, dang, I've been in this funk for a while. Like let me get myself out of it and just surrounding yourself with positive people, like people who really love you and gonna push you, and not necessarily like because sometimes when you are in that mind frame, or mindset, it's nothing really nobody can say to really get you out of it. It's you. You got to get you out of it. But just having people that's there to help pick you up and that's gonna support you, whether you good or bad, and they gonna push you to do the right things and put you in the position to even be better or to think better or to move better. Those are the people that you want to be around.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely about the people that's around you because they can make or break you.
Hmm.
So, well, another question I thought about, when you just talking about uh, Shawty Low Week and atmosphere and things like that. For the people out there that see you on Instagram, social media, doing your thing, repping for your dad and stuff, you know, explain the relationships with your other siblings, and also explain how, if it's any at all, a effort as them pushing with you to keep your dad legacy alive.
I mean, at the end of the day, like we all love our dad, and and everybody wants to push the legacy, and and sometimes it's not necessarily a conflict, but sometimes we can't all agree on how we want to push it, you know, or like, hey, well, if this person have this skill set or they can do this, do that, how can we make that work for what we doing to push the legacy? And and that's where kind of the the what's the word I'll use? That's where kind of the discrepancy come in at because everybody wants to be a part, but it's like, you know, how can I be a part versus just being there? And I tell them being there is just as big. You know what I mean? Because that's all out there. So all is gonna get put in the spotlight, or just get the chance to honor him. You know what I mean? So it's just figuring out that part of it.
Yeah, yeah, just my personal opinion, John. I'm glad you said that. I just think, because right now, you know, um, all I see is you, and there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, I think, them, like you said, them just being there when you do the events and things like that, and people to see all y'all together, I think everything will take care of itself once they see the impact. Because it's different for you to see something on social media and then for you to be right there present in the moment when you can see or run across people that really knew him, and people might still be mourning, still emotional, and then and these people that might not be family of his, but they were family of his because they was close to him as far as like friends and things like that. So like I think, them starting to do that more in the future, it would take care of everything else.
Exactly. And that's the point that I like, exactly what you said. That's the point that I preach, you know. And I don't necessarily, like when I do stuff for my dad, I don't do it to make money, to get money or nothing like that. I spend money during the down for low week and the tribute week. And it's like whether it's buying food, whether it's paying for us to go bowling or sections at a club or bar, it's like all of that, like most of that's out of my pocket, and some of the clubs or the places will be generous, give discounts or hey, I'll do this, you do that type of shit. But I actually spend the money. So I don't even want people to think that I'm doing this to make money. I spend way more than I get back. Way more. Way more. It's not even close. So it's not about the money. It's about honoring and my father and the legacy that he built and how he impacted myself and the people and the world. That's what I want to represent. That's what I want people to know and understand.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, I just think um your story, because it has to be a transition at some point, as far as like, you're always going to honor your dad, and that's nothing that's not going to stop being done. But at the same time, you know you building your own story, on your own, you making your own mark too. So when you think you're gonna get to a point where you're gonna start thinking about doing your own uh documentary or series or anything like that.
Basically, like how I was thinking about that, like that would be like a spinoff. Like basically, like once we get done filming and showing his, and we see how it goes and how many seasons and stuff like that, like later on down the line, it's gonna have to spin off to me because this is what's going on now. So after we get all the stories, like from the streets to him going to prison to his rap career up into his passing, then after his passing, it's like then what? Then it's me. You know what I mean? So it's like it's gonna spin off like that.
And I think what we talked about in our first interview, man, will be real good in the movie, because and I think it will resonate with a lot of people that had famous dads that passed away. And a lot of people would think, oh, dad had money, they straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how the people on the outside looking in is, and for you to be able to go in detail, be like, oh, my dad passed on this day. I was in prison, so I had to get out, adapt to society while mourning both my parents I lost in a year time frame, still deal with real life stuff as far as, getting just small stuff, getting a driver's license, getting a place to stay, getting a car. It's just regular basic human responsibilities. It's not even talking about being a star yet. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
just stuff that you have to just do as just being alive. I just think that would resonate with a lot of people to see, like, just because you had a famous dad and he made money, when they leave, that don't mean that that you're not gonna have any problems. You still have problems just like anybody else.
exactly. That's real. That's all real.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So anything else you want to update the people on as far as, new movies, new music, or anything you into, business ventures, anything like that?
Oh yeah, man. I'm actually getting into trading stocks and stuff. Like I actually have been trading stocks and stuff for like the last year and a half now. So that's something that I really encourage people to really get into. It's really like you can really create financial freedom. You can create.
Hey, I need you right there in the same city as the dude too. You need to get on our Aristal Investments.
Oh yeah, it's like, but see, the guy who taught me, he learned from him. So it's like, hey, we good. Like we actually trade every day, Monday through Friday. The stock market open up at 9:30, typically around 10 o'clock, 10:30. We done trading. You got the rest of your day to yourself. So this frees up a lot of time, and you get to make the income that you want. Like I'm never gonna not working a 9 to 5 because I did it. Like, but if I can wake up and make what I would have made for working 40, 50 hours in 20, 30 minutes, I'm gonna take making that in 20, 30 minutes. And then being able to do that every day. I can do that every day. So it's like I like trading stocks. I really encourage that. Like I'm also getting into like learning real estate, like how to invest and flip houses, like how to build my credit, like how to go like take out like a business loan, and and just do things that I need to do to like elevate. Music is cool and everything, but it's like I'm thinking about the after. Like, so what am I gonna do? Let's just say I don't never make a hit, you know. Then what? It's like what am I gonna do then? So it's like stocks, real estate, movies, and just things of that nature to where I can still be successful and still be able to reach people and touch people and help people and the same way. So it's like music is a big outlet to where I can reach people and touch people, but being able to teach people things so they can help themselves is just as big and as important to me.
Absolutely, man. I think I've been trying to get into trade stocks myself. I know I've been following Aristal for a while, and I see all the people that be talking about his group chat. No, it's like $120 a month, and you basically see everything that they doing, like all the plays that they doing and everything, and people talking about how much money they made just off being in the group chat alone. So
We do the same thing. Me, and my friend Clyde, like we do the same thing every day. Like we live trade every day, Monday through Friday. Like yeah, I mean I don't know how much what's night charge, but you said 120. We charge 150 per month. You know what I mean, bro, like if you trading with us, you're gonna make that most likely the same day. So it's like, yeah, but yeah, it's like it's real simple. Clyde actually teach it like, man, like he don't charge much to teach. Like he paid over 5,000 to actually learn how to do this. From going to this person ever started whoop the whoop. So he paid a lot, and he only charged like in between 300 and 500 to actually teach you. Like that's crazy. And he like from me talking to him and me learning like what he had to go through to actually learn this skill, he lost over 18,000 before he actually got it. So for him to spend five, lose over 18,000, and then only charge the people in between 300 and 500 to actually teach them, and then you basically join our Discord and we telling you, get in right here, get out right here. We making the money for you. So you can't beat that. You can't beat that.
yeah, absolutely, man. So um, before we get off here, man, two more questions. So um, for everybody out there that follows your story and your dad's story and everything like that, know everything that's going on with y'all. What when it's all said in the world, what do you want to resonate with people with just you as a person and everything that you pushing as far as your dad legacy?
Me as a person, man, I always stay humble, persevere, be de- be dedicated to anything that you want to do. Believe in yourself. Um, like always have pure intentions, move with love and integrity. Um, that's me. But as far as my dad legacy, man, like his legacy is he's for the people. I'm for the people. He wants people to be together, be a unit, be a family, move as one, to figure things out. He's more of a peace person than a fighter. You know what I mean? So we can figure it out. We can work it out. Let's stand together. You know, like let's be a movement. Let's build an empire. Something that can live and last forever. So as far as his legacy, that's in from my opinion, that's how I would sum it up. Help people as much as possible. Because now that he's not here, you can only imagine how many people that want to help me or want to be a part of what I got going on because he did that same thing for them. He gave them an opportunity. He gave them a chance. So he showed them love.
Absolutely. So who do you want to see as a guest on the Eric J. the Great podcast next? The only kicker is you have to help me get him on the show.
Let me see. Cause I know a few people. Let me see. I would say one of my business partners and close friends, and he's actually an artist as well. Trill Battle, Trill Battle. So he's a dope person. He's actually the one who teaching me about real estate and stuff like that, and I'm teaching him about stocks and stuff. So it's like we he has a skill, I have a skill, and we just helping each other build. We actually have music out together, and it's crazy that both of our birthday is on the same day, June 3rd. So that's my guy, man. He's a dope person, and I feel like he'll be great, like a great person to interview.
Absolutely, man. So let people know how to keep up with you on social media and all that good stuff.
Oh man, y'all can definitely tap in with me. That's IG. That's Shawty Lo Jr. That's Shawty Lo. That's SHAWTYLO_JR. You can tap in with me. Like you can follow my moves and my progress and everything that I have going on. Like I typically post, whether it's on my main page or on a story. You can shoot me a DM if you're trying to work or you got some business going on and we can collaborate or we can put something together. I'm always down. I run my own page and all that. You ain't got to worry about no manager, nobody running my page. And so when you hit that DM and when I finally hit you back, that's me. You know what I mean? So yeah, so you can definitely tap in with me on IG. That's where I'm at mainly on IG.
Absolutely, man. Everybody tap in with Shawty Lo Jr. Be on the lookout for his new EP to come on Shawty Lo Week in March. Also, be on the lookout to see him in a lot of movies coming here in the near future. And check out all the previous movies that's already out that he's been in that he listed earlier when we was talking in the interview. Also, need everybody. Appreciate everybody supporting the show. Need everybody to be on the lookout. The Rez Deshaun interview, part 2 is dropping here in a month. Be on the lookout for Pimpin' Ken interview to drop. Trap Beckham and interview I just did with Bubba Dub, comedian Bubba Dub. Just did one with him. So we got to look out for those interviews to drop. And I appreciate everybody supporting the show. And I appreciate you coming on the show again, brother.
No problem, man. It's all love, man. So I appreciate you for having me, bro.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Anytime you want to come on, man, just let me know. We set it up just like we did today.
I got you. No problem. So I appreciate you again.